Oh my word, I'm on live. I hit the buttons and I didn't even realize it. Hi everyone. Welcome. Happy Saturday, everyone. My loves. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm going to be doing an Ashmere brush lines, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. And this is really cool because we're not doing any kind of, we're going to be doing something like this. Look, we're going to be taking and we're going to be doing weird lines to make the most euphoric, cool art. Okay. So this is going to be really, really cool. Everybody stay tuned. We're going to blow this up and we're going to make, and I'm going to show you how to do an album that you can actually sell with just lines. If you don't know how to paint, if you do not know how to tap, right? Like me, if you don't know how to do tap, you don't know how to paint, I'm going to show you something. Let me take you down to the board, YouTube. Sorry, let me drop you down there. I'm going to actually show you techniques that you can actually make a piece of art that you could sell just by merely just doing these little squiggly lines, because after all, art and abstract art is in the eye of the beholder. And so, you know, you can do the most coolest art and like really, you know, it will hit and grip. Now, just like I said, I gotta get some high shine to shine up all this stuff. So this is just raw state here, but wait until you see this all high shined and everything. So I will be going today. I've been busy here this morning and stuff, but I'll be going later on to get the high shine to show you everything. Tonight is going to be off the chain because all the art that we have done that's so backed up, we will see all those faces, incredible art that we've done over the last, what, from last week to now. You can't make this stuff up. But we're not even going to be tapping. We are going to be just doing lines, everybody. Now, I don't mean no drug lines. I mean like lines. Look at this. So we're going to get started. We're gonna do albums. Now, if anyone has albums or go get old albums and old 45s. People love them. You can sell them so easily. I'm even going to show you how to make art boxes. Listen, I'm going to show you some things today. Let me turn the fan on. I have my elephants on. I love elephants. I got this at Goodwill. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to take a simple album. And guess what I did to this one, everyone? So if you want your album to look unique and you want it to kind of be sculpted and lifted up a little bit, take a table and sit your album out in the sun and it'll melt it. And then you can bend your ends. And you see how squiggly that is? Oh, I love it because you can sit this down and put something like, I mean, you can just have this as a focal point, a center point in the middle of your kitchen table or something. Art is endless. And so I will be actually doing different things. I'm going to be putting some albums in the oven because what I noticed is I wanted this to really get a good bend on it. With the sun only bent it this much, as you can tell, see how the sun warped it like that much? I love that kind of eclectic, you know, look to it. But to get a good bend, to make it look like a cup or something, to, you know, that you can put chips or anything in, but you have art as bowls, everyone. Albums are endless for that. So we're gonna take and we're going to do this today. We're going to make these lines, everyone. We're going to do all kind of touch lines. Use your intuition to make the lines, because that is the best thing, right? You know how when I put my intuition up in it, we get the best art, the best lines, right? Seriously. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like. YouTube, I love you so much. I greatly appreciate you. And Instagram and Facebook, I love you also. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly. Okay, so what I did to this one. I you know, made a blue, dark blue, and then I put sparkles over it just to give it that atmosphere looking thing, right? And then so I went in and hit it with the lines, and look at it. And I'm going to sit it like on a table or something, who knows? But this is cool. So here's another one that I done. Now keep in mind, these are not high shine yet. You can go in with little lines. Look what I did. Just lines, just doing lines. So we're going to see what we come up with by just doing lines. So let's see what we can come up with. This is really cool. Now, we're going to take, I'm just going to go like this so I know, like, da 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 da. So when I set my stand up. Thank you for all the hearts and stuff, everybody. Thank you. No one's on with me, everybody, but so this is really neat. So we're going to do the lines, and we're going to see, and we're going to be building. So when you build your art wall, you can take any kind of piece of art and just go like that. Just start, look at that. When you build your wall, you do all kind of mishmash, and that looks nice. So let's get started. Let me pour some sugar on these albums and fire me up. Hi, Daria. You didn't give me enough time. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to take a board and ease this up, everyone. I'm going to take one of my boards. See, that one there's my favorite freaking board. This is my favorite board. I don't know why this is my favorite board. I have bottom boards, and the bottom boards are just so my clothes don't get ruined. But look at this one. Isn't that cool? Like that bottom board cool, right? This is my favorite one. I like all of them. Let me show you my bottom boards. Not to bore you, but like I always reach for this one. That's my bottom board. I think my aura's in this one so much that it can't stop me from grabbing it. And then here's my other one. And so when you see me laying it down, that's the bottom boards, everybody. It'll say lap boards. I'm sorry, lap boards. And then here is the other one. I really like this one also. It's dramatic, and I see a face. I don't know if you see faces or not in this, but these are just my lap boards, and I love using all of them. So I got a good amount. As a matter of fact, these two lap boards, I have no idea. I've never done a piece of art that looked the same in my whole life. But thank you. For real. Thank you. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, honey. And this is one of my bottom boards also. But this is probably the closest that I've ever came to two pieces of art looking like one another. And I've done these on different days. Isn't that crazy? How these two boards almost look similar? That's weird. I've never, ever, ever had any pieces of art ever look similar like that. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, that is beyond weird. So I already have like bottom boards that I think I'm just going to turn into something. But I'm going to start out with this one. This one's already decorated and already arted up, but we're going to put a little bit more stank up into this. Does anybody remember us doing this? We're going to stank this up. We're going to get something stank up on this one, because I think let's do some lines on this, and then we're going to go to a solid album. We're going to do a board, and I'm going to show you how to make the masterpieces. Okay, so let's get started. I want to get started by putting a little oil on my hands, because you know how getting everything primed up, man, and getting your hands primed up, that like really puts that in motion. Hi, Ruthie. How are you, honey? Sending everybody some love, right? We got the three-way swivel, everyone. So you know how I got to do my my dance, my dance. We got Instagram, right there. We got Facebook, right here with Ruthie on, we got what? We got what? We got you. Tube. Italian YouTube. Come on now. So now here we go. So if you want to paint along with me, you can. I'm sorry I didn't pre-warn you that I was coming on. I was going to make a video outside, but then I thought, man, let's do the lines on the boards and the albums, so that way tonight you guys can like follow along with me. Maybe just don't worry about trying to go grab your paints and stuff right now. Just follow along and just watch, and then tonight we'll be painting together, and we're going to really look at this art tonight. So we're going to take this, but this ain't going to look like this. Let's just do some more to this before we go to blank canvases. Okay, so I'm going to take some white or even gray. I don't know what I'm going to take. Or you know what? Let's take some red. Let's see what this looks like. YouTube, I'm going to take you down to the board. So here we go. This is red, but see, this is already high shined. So we're coming in. Let's see. And I'm going to zig it, zag it down. But I'm not just using this red, everyone. Can you see the red? Now I'm going to come in, and we're just going to make different lines. Can anyone see that? Hi, Viola. Hi. So I think with the camera, you can't see those lines there. Let me go in with the white, because it's hard for everybody to see. So I'm going to back it up, and I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to paint into those lines there. Ooh, I got something on the, hold on a second, everyone. Sorry. So I'm going to take it down, and we're doing the lines here because we're going to jam this up, and we're going to go like this, and whatever, we're going to take it around the board. See? We're going to take it around the album. We're going to make something of this. We're going to make this wild, everyone. We're going to light this up. So we got that, and I'm going to bring a couple elements into it. I'm going to take it, I'm even going to use some gray and add some gray dots. We're doing dots, we're doing lines on here. So this art is going to look insanely wild, because you know how right here with the art, we think outside the box. And so we're going to do this. Now watch this. Look how I'm jazzing this up. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to go right down the center with these gray lines. And then I'm going to add some black in there so you can actually see it. I'm going to, in between, add the black. It's craziness. So right now, we got this so far. We really touched it up. Look, we really got wild stuff added in there. Do you see that? So now we're going to funk this up. We're going to funk this up big time, because man, art is in the eye of the beholder. So now, right now, we got this line here, which I'm just going to go like this, because we want to see something. And now I'm going to go in, and we're doing these lines. And then you just take and you do triangles, you do everything, and you just, look at that. You just build on stuff, right? And use your intuition to kick that art's butt. Now, since that's already red, we're going to still incorporate red. We're going to jam it, because see, we have white in there too. I'm going to jam it and go like that. And we're just going to make this so abstract that nobody can figure it out. Nobody, not even me. So I'm loving what I'm seeing. Look at this, everyone. We're going to funk this up. We got crazy stuff going. How do you like it? It's getting wilder and wilder, right? So we got this so functified. I mean, I don't even know what else we could do to this to make this pop. Now, I'm going to take it down. my intuition saying, Tina, make these swirls. Just swirl it down. Swirl it down. Go little, go little, go little, go small, then take it to the next level until I completely ran out of paint. So we're going to take these lines and we're going to really jack this up. And we're going to go in real tight. And now what I'm going to do with these lines, see, these are white lines, but guess what? I'm going to incorporate, we got wild stuff going on, but I'm going to incorporate some black in that. So as we're jazzing this up and making this so different, I'm going to come in and I'm going to run those lines. And really, this is like, do you realize we're making it a piece of art that's like a mind number? It's like a brain teaser, everyone. We're teasing our brains because when somebody looks at this piece of art, their mind is going to be so like numbed out. They're not even going to know what to think. They're like, wow, there's so many edges to this, right? There's so much edges. There's so much edging going on, and there's so much to this. So it's wild, and I love it. See how I took that black in here? See that? And we really funked this up. We tore this up. I mean, we really made this album sang, everybody. We sang, we made it sang, right? We made this sang. So if you have a, hold on a second. So say you have an easel and you want, in your office, you want a nice pop of art. Look at that. Look how an album would look in your office. You would have the most baddest ass office ever. Look. Who would have a piece of art like this in their office, everybody? Only cool people. Only the cool vibration, right? Only cool people. Seriously. Only the cool ones of us, right? Okay, now we're going to funk it up and we're making our own, very own piece of art right here. And now we're going to do it with just the lines. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to put my beautiful intuitive notion on here. Funk it up, just funk it up, y'all. Okay. Let me elevate you a little bit. Hope everyone's having a blessed Saturday. And I'm wanting everybody to feel the aura of the vibration. Right? The vibration. Hope you're feeling better, Ruthie. And so now, what we're going to do is we're going to take, since my aura is all over this, okay? It's like playing music, but you're not hearing anything. And remember, everyone, it's the art never dies. If you're an artist and you're not showing your work, that's when it dies, right? Because you're keeping it hidden from the world. Art should never be hidden from the world. Art never dies, everyone. It's the artist who is afraid to show their masterpieces. It doesn't matter if you're painting animals. It doesn't matter. That is your masterpiece. That is the work of your brush, of your brushstroke, of your hands, and no one can take that away. Because you're an original, everyone. Remember that. You are an original masterpiece. And no one, honestly, on this earth can take that away except God, and why would he? Right? So always remember that you are the masterpiece of your stroke. And so before we get started, let's see everyone. This is Ashmere my way, everyone. I do a little Ashmere before I get started, because I do Ashmere in a different way. I know Ashmere, um, it's some things are soothing. Mine's more mind tingling. My Ashmere, because you follow these movements, and that's what soothes your mind. So I mean, even little children can watch my Ashmere, because with the movements of the brush and everything, if they follow that, it's calming them down. So my Ashmere is more mind tingling, mind thoughts, because it's calming, and you're following the brush and you're following the movement. There you go. Now let's get started, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to take, hey, as a matter of fact, let's use the brush that we put the stank up on it, right? So we're going to use this brush and cover everything in black, because black is for the black hole, and you want to lay the black down because the color, or we can use white and have that black come out of it. Let's try that today and do the reverse osmosis, right? Come on now, everybody. Let's just do the reverse osmosis. Usually we take and put the black down for the black hole, but now we're going to use reverse osmosis, and we're going to take the white, and we're going to have that beautiful black color and those lines, right? Those lines, those different kind of squares, triangles, whatever you want coming up out of that. We are definitely going to do that. So I'm doing the Johnny Depp pop and lock. I call this the Johnny Depp pop and lock because listen, pop. I saw him dancing one time, and he was getting low, and this is back when he was young, right? And Johnny was getting on down. Johnny could dance back then, and he was just up, right? So I called this the Johnny Depp pop and lock, right? Come on now. And so that's why I named it to pop and lock. I thought, go ahead, Johnny, get down, get down. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and as I'm doing this, I'm feathering in some beautiful feathering on this album, everyone. So look at this. So as I'm doing that, I am putting rough edge on this album. Now look at this, everyone. Look. Now do you see the beautiful how the pop and lock does? It kind of feathers that out. Do you see that feathering? Man, I gotta turn. It's drying my paint out too quick. Hold on, everyone. This is drying paint out way too quick, and we're gonna have that paint. The fan was drying the paint out way too fast. Okay, so now we got that beautiful rough edge, right, from the Johnny Depp pop and lock, right? So now I'm gonna sit this brush in the cup, but here's the thing. We're gonna take this cup and we're gonna sit it down. Up. Let me get some black paint first. Get some black and throw it in here. Because see, we don't waste paint around here on this show, right? So now I'm going to put this cup in the center, because this is going to be the focal point. It's like off-centered, but here's the thing. We got paint on this, and we don't waste paint. So I'm going to pop this in and kind of twist, because this is going to start our painting, okay? This is going to start our lines. And I don't know what we're going to be creating up out of here. We're just going to just start this, because we're just doing lines, and we're not going to be doing anything else. Remember, we're not popping or locking, we're just doing lines now. And I just had to just tap that down. So I'm going to take Man, what should we do with our lines? I'm going to take this brush here. Let's start right here. Let's do this. Let's start right here. And let's start working our lines. I'm going to use my intuition to roll this out. And let's see what we come up with, because we can do all kind of stuff. And I'm going to do triangles, boxes, whatever my intuition says. And then we're going to just make the most euphoric, funky piece of art. We're going to make this so chic. So, you know what? And we're going to just even do little dots. It's going to be so wild, because it's like your piece of art is like, when you do this, you're going to have the most euphoric piece of art. And you just drive those lines. We're just doing lines, that's all. And we're doing like little things, like we're doing little little dots. And we're just going to kind of take them and just go like that and just hover around. You've got to just use your imagination. Don't be afraid. And so I'm going to take around this cup, and I'm going to just go around this cup just like that. And out and around and out. And now let's see what we got, because right now we're just getting started. So I'm going to set that cup down, and let's see. We're going to add colors into this also. We're not done with this by all means. But so far, we got this wild piece of art with just lines. With lines and just a couple dots. But we're not done yet, because we've got color to infuse in this. So I'm going to use some red, and I'm going to take, and I'm just going to do a squiggly down through, because we got to start incorporating this euphoric, we got to just incorporate some euphoric like turns and twist. And we're going to drive it up. See what I mean? Now you see how we're just doing lines. So take it, and you want to just drive it down. So I'm going to take a focal point and just drive it down through there. Because when you see something, now look at this. You want your art to be funky, funky, funky. So you see how I drove these lines down through there? You see that? You just want to, so any way you turn this, you're going to have a wild ride, okay? And we're not done yet. You can use whatever color you want. I just have my four colors out here that are my main colors, which are my black, my red. I might even add some green up in this. This is going to be good. Because you want your piece of art to be like, and then just go like this. Put some strokes down on it. Don't be afraid to get funky with this. And we're not tapping, we're just touching. Remember, we're doing something different today. We're doing something way off the cuff. Hi, Harry. Hi, baby. We're doing something way off the chain today. So I'm going to take my box here, and I'm just going to go like this. Then I'm going to go back in. But on this channel, we think outside the box, right? So I'm going to take this big circle, because thinking outside the box requires your mind to bend. And I'm going to loop this around. And we're just doing lines, turns, squibbles, and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm using the red paint is so it's camera ready. Like you can see it on the camera. But you can use whatever color you want to. And then you just kind of we're just doing little circles, little taps. Now let's see so far what we got before I incorporate the next color. So we got like this. Look at that. So if you can't paint, you can really do something with lines. But listen, we're not done yet, because we're going to stank this up. We're using color. Let's see. grab this green. And this is like a real pretty, like, money green. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. So I'm going to add this money green here, look. And I'm going to put it into, going to put it off to the side. We don't need much. And also, we're going to be doing a piece of art tonight with our fingers. Just doing finger art. Do you remember how I made the most incredible face with my fingers? Do you remember that piece of art? Just remember that? And I didn't even know what I was making. So we're going to be using our fingers tonight. So now I'm going to come in with this green because we want to really, we're going to just go like this. And the green is just, we're just going to like, just bust this down. And so we're going to open this space up by like just kind of doing some kind of weird stuff. Because you know how my art is weird, right? Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to just go down like this. And then we're going to go back up like this. So everybody still with me? We got some interesting stuff here. We're not tapping, we're just doing art with lines, that's all. That if you cannot paint, that you can still do a piece of art with lines. If you cannot paint, you do lines, right? Because everybody wants to be, and everybody wants to paint, but no one knows how to paint. Everyone tells me, Tina, I don't even know how to do that. So here's how you start out. Let's do our lines. And the more jagged edge you get, and then let's just twirl this, which we weren't going to do. We'll just twirl it. Take your brush and do a twirl line. Just like I said, I'm just going like this. We're just making our own little masterpiece, everybody, just out of lines. Just out of lines. So I think I like these little boxes. So I'm going to go up and I'm just going to make another box beside the box, right? And then I'm just going to take the red and I'm going to take it out of that box. And I just love this because look, we're taking that out and then we can just go like this and drive it down. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to start adding a little dot, and we just got this piece of art that is so functified, right? We got a little masterpiece going here. And so look at this. This is wild. Like, I mean, we got so much going on here that we got a little masterpiece just doing lines. If you don't know how to paint, then just do little lines. And look at how nice this will look on an easel. So if you're going to do a little masterpiece, you can do your own piece of art. And look how it looks on an easel, everyone, in your home. So it all depends what color you use. Just use whatever color and just do line art, you know, and you just turn it around and it looks nice whatever way you do it. And if you don't like it, you just tap it back out. You cover that up and then you just go on and you just redo it again until you get it right. That's the beauty of art. It's like the lines are just, they could be endless. As a matter of fact, let me back this up. Don't we see a face in here, everybody? Whoa, wait a minute. We actually almost see a face here in these lines. I wasn't planning on seeing that. See? We see almost like a face right here in these lines. So that's the beauty of doing your art so many different ways. Is you're an artist. You just have no idea how amazing you of an artist you are, right? So this is so abstract, so wild. we see this man's face came up on here. Come on now. We just busted out this piece of art that's so fabulous, right? Or so a mess that, you know, just off of lines, squares. So now we're going to go and I love this. I love that. That's really out there. I love it. So now I'm going to sit this there. That's really unbelievable. I love that. I'm going to take my favorite bottom board. No offense to that one, but I got to take my favorite one. And we're going to go and we're going to do, look at this, a board. Let's see what we can get on this board. But now you know that I got to put my aura up in this. Even if we're doing lines on here, we still got to get something going on here, right? And I don't want to put too much oil in my hands when you're warming up your board, because the thing is the oil gets in the board, I notice, and then it's hard for the strokes, right? So I'm going to use my artist hands. I'm going to put my aura up in it. And so I'm trying to think, what do you want me to do? Solid green on here, and the lines. What color do you want me to do? Let's do, or black and the okay, we'll do black and the lines. Hold on a second. Or blue in the lines. I mean, there's so many things you can do. What color do you think we should use with the right here? This is going to be good because this is either green with the lines or black. What do you want? What should we do? I'm trying to think. I'm getting nervous. Let's do a really, really awesome black with the lines. Who knows? Okay. So I'm going to take a different brush. Okay. Take different brushes. We're going to just completely just do different brushes. I'm going to actually, this is a brush. This is my makeup brush that I just transformed into, you know, a brush for the art, because you know what? I just wasn't using it. Hi, Zach. I just wasn't using it. And I thought, man, this is going into art heaven, right? This brush is art heaven. So let's just warm this brush up real quick. Warm it up, Tina. I'm about to warm it up, Tina. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my brush that still has makeup on it, right? Hey, nobody, they no shame. She has her makeup still on there. So we're just warming the board up to just get, so we can get the stank up on it, right? All right. Okay. These weren't impressed. And neither was I. All right. So now look at this. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to really look at this. We're going to use the black, because I'm going to just go in the circular motion for the black hole, because we're doing the lines, but we're going to take this around. And we're going to create something so, who knows? I'm not going to jinx anything. I'm not going to jinx anything. Hi, Zach, honey. How you doing? Not going to jinx nothing. Okay. So we're going to take, and we're just going to go around. But guess what? We are going to actually leave that like that, and we're going to start working on, this is going to be wild. This is, okay, I must tell you this is going to be euphoric. Let me back up, because this here is going to be different. This is going to be like something I've never done this before. Back it up, Tina. Man, this camera here, I'm trying to angle to make sure YouTube gets a good view on this. I've never done this before. So what I did was I do the black hole lines, okay? But now what I'm going to do is I am going to actually let that like that, and we're going to go in with our lines, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to get a whole new brush. I think can I use the flail? I don't know if this is really called a flail. I just call it a flail brush because it's all flailed out. I got to use this. I got to. I got to. I got to. So I'm going to take that, and we're going to even go better with lines. Yeah, we're going to take this. Listen, we're doing these lines. We're doing these lines. But these are sexy lines. These are lines that, like, a bougie person or a rich person would have this in their home because it's so like that, right? Come on now. Where's our lines here? And it's so different. Let me work my brush because we got sexy lines. Come on now. Let's see. Let's break this down. And then I'm going to come in with a little green, and I'm going to dab it like that. Come on now. Let's do our lines here. Let's make this piece of art hum. Come on. You all with me? See, look at that. I drove it down through. I made these sexy lines. Look at that. And then we can look at it this way. But we added that little green in there. Damn it. Shit. Looks nice. The only thing is I gotta touch this up. This is like too much green right in there. But then I'll just flail that up. And I'll flail it up right into that black hole. That is unbelievable. Let's just make this art do something it's never done before. So I'm going to go up. And I'm going to make it walk. See what I mean? This is really sexy because we got this green for money, prosperity. And we're making it just right. And we're just jiggernauting it out. Like, we're just doing this. We're just doing these powerful lines because this is like, art is powerful. We are making this art powerful. Come on now, who's with me? Come on now. We got a masterpiece over here. Okay, let's see what I did and see which way we like it. Okay, come on now. Let's see which way we like this because this is so sexy in person. So we got this. We got that. Now let's see it this way, landscape ways. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Which way did I show you? I forget which way. Look at that. It's powerful. And then you can turn it this way. Wow, look at that. So our lines, we left that in. And as you see, it's mind drumming, right? But we got those sexy lines that just grip you. Come on, everybody. Are you with me? Are you with me? So I love this because I use the black. The board is white. And look at this. We took that to the next level. We let's see if we can do this same color scheme on an album. How about that? And the same kind of line to see what we get. Because we see it this way and it's mind numbing. But then when you turn that, it all depends which way you turn that piece of art. Holy daylights. I mean, you get craziness going on. Look at this. Well, it depends which way you want to look at it. That's euphoric. I mean, wow. Wow. Let's try this. So we done that masterpiece. So I tell you what, I'm taking it to the next level. I can't do this. I gotta hit this grip on this album. I'm gonna do the same thing on this album. Let's rip it now. So I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna go around, and I'm gonna do these big loops around this album. Now this album, I gotta dig it in. And I'm gonna dig it in the album. Okay? So with the album, it's different because the album has those grooves. And so what I'm gonna do is back that up and then go like that. Because I wanna dig into those grooves. Okay? I'm digging my brush. Now look at that. Do you see the grooves that I done? Okay, now. So listen, we're gonna do something. We're jacking this up, everybody. Come on now. Come on. I have the green mixed in with the white. And we're gonna fill this out. Okay, so let's see what this is so far. We're nowhere near done. We're gonna fuck this up. We're nowhere near done. And I'm even gonna add, I'll probably add. So we're just doing these lines. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to take this and I'm wrecking it. I'm wrecking it. We're doing something on here. Now I'm going to take some gray, if I can get it on the brush. And I'm going to be doing these weird kind of things that we've never seen before. And we're going to even incorporate some color up in this. Okay, let's throw, what do you think? Let's throw, I don't even know what to throw up in it yet. Let's find out. Let's just get more of this green and then just kind of it's like so let's see what so far we got. And listen, we're nowhere near done yet. We're nowhere near done yet. We're not done. This ain't no masterpiece yet. So what you can create with just lines is insanity. It's insanity. Okay? So I'm going to incorporate, see the really sexy, this is so sexy, for real. These lines, right? So I think let's incorporate something else with these lines. I don't know what other color. I'm just trying to think. We need another color to incorporate with these lines to really, really just make this go crazy, right? And I don't even know. What do you think? Let's do some kind of really, just something that really just messes you up, right? I'm going to throw something like this in. I'm going to throw, I mean, this sounds crazy, but we're going to throw some purple in with this and see what we come up with. But I'm going to go back and use this brush here. So I'm dipping my hand in there. I'm going to let my intuition be my guide. And you may not even be able to see this purple. I don't know if you can or not. Can you see the purple, everyone? I'm sorry. Can you see the purple? And now I'm going to go up in here. And I'm going to make these like kind of these like Indian, I don't know what my intuition wants to do with this. What is this? What is this? I mean, this is so wild. And so I'm going to back it up. And I'm just going to touch up. This is wild, everyone. This is beyond wild, right? And so with each line like this, it's just we're doing lines and tap right there, a little bit of touch. So now we got all this different stuff going on. I mean, this is wild, beyond wild. I mean, I'm not even done with this yet. I need to see. This has to do, just something else has to go there. And I'm going to take some lines and some dots. And my intuition wants these dots to go way, way, way up. This is really going to be so abstracted. I don't even think any of you even are going to comprehend this. Because guess what? I can't even comprehend it. And I'm going to take these little dots and I'm just going to dot the mess up out of this. And I'm just letting my intuition be my guide. YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. Thank you. And look at this. We're just going to dot that the whole ways around. Where are we heading with that? Where are we heading? And then we're going to take this and we're just going to go like this and connect these focal points and then just tap down and then tap it like that. I think YouTube is falling apart on us. Hold on 1 second, everyone. Now we got to just squish this out. So we're going to really come in on this. And I'm going to really rock this. Let's see what we got. Let's honestly see what we have. We have such a wild concoction here. I can't even make this stuff up. This is wild. Look at this. We've got some wild stuff going on here. And we use these colors. And so you don't have to be an artist to make beautiful art, everyone, is the moral of the story. An artist, you don't have to be. Everyone's an artist. God made all of us artists. It all depends on how you work it, right? So now if you're sitting this on an easel and this is in your home or your desk, do you realize the euphoric notion? Look, you're having the best piece of art ever. Look at that. On an album. An album. We took lines and made an album, a piece of freaking art. Come on now, everybody. You got it in you. You got it in you. You're a masterpiece, so. And just like I said, God never makes junk. Never does. And the art, it never dies. It's only the artist that never displays it. And I'll see you later, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you when I see you, which is tonight, when we are going to, who knows what, we're going to be doing different things. Tonight, I think, it says broadcasting failed. I don't know what's going on. Tonight, we're going to be doing maybe boxes or different kind of things. Who knows what we're going to do? We're going to do circles, triangles. I don't know, but we're going to get our vibe on. And I think, you know what? I'm all about the UFOs. I think we're going to start out with one big triangle and then work out from there. We're going to do these lines, these like kind of dots, and rove around it. Or listen, if you're hanging on with me, maybe we can do that now and just get our party started. I don't know. YouTube dogged out. It says the broadcasting. What's wrong with that? It messed everybody up. Poor YouTube. Those people were hanging on and gripping on. But tonight, okay, we'll do it tonight since YouTube failed over there. And everybody was hanging on watching the art. But tonight, at 8:30. I'd say a little after 8:30. You don't want to miss a thing because I'm going to take an album, okay? Let me sit this over here. We're going to take an album and just an album, and we're going to work albums tonight, and we're going to make the most euphoric piece of art. And let me tell you something right now. I'm going to give you a preview. Real fast, just real fast. And we're going to do, okay. Because I'm in the new, I'm ready, I'm ripping, I'm ready, okay? So we don't waste paint around here, which I have some paint already in a cup. We don't waste paint. And I'm going to show you just a really preview of what we're going to do tonight. And then we're going to finish this album tonight. We're not finishing it now. I'm just cleaning off the excess paint so we don't waste paint. Okay? Shame on Facebook for letting all my people down that were watching. That's terrible. But I just got to get a little bit more. Oops. So I'm just going to go around. It's got some oil on it from my hands. Okay, so we're going to go around. Man, that oil's sticking really good. Look. And what I'm going to do is, what we're going to do tonight is, we're going to go in. And we're going to take a brush. Let me find the brush of the brush of the brush that's going to do this. And we're going to go in. And we're going to make, we're going to start out with like this beautiful focal point, okay, tonight. And since we're all on, we're going to start out and then we're going to go like this and build the most spectacular. Let me just work my magic for all of you. Piece of art that we're ever going to see, right? Just off of this. Okay, all right, Tina, slow your roll down. Absolutely not. Listen, so we're going to take and we're going to make something so exotic, okay, off of just a triangle that looks just like anything. I mean, it could be anything, and we're just going to go down. But it's not necessarily, we're going to float it up. And so if you know, this is a sexy, strong piece right here. You can't get any more sexier than this. The strength is in the lines, right? So let's see what we come up with this. Because if strength is in the lines, then what is this, right? Seriously. Tonight we're going to do it. Tonight we're going to really funk it up. Let's see what we got here. So I'm going to take, and I'm just going to jam out. And we're just going to go around like this. And we just created something here that we really didn't know about. We really didn't know about this, right? Because we took our minds and we took it to the next level. And we go, well, Tina, how did you? No, but see, you don't understand it. Because you're taking the elements of your mind, which is powerful, and you're taking your brush, which is even more powerful. And you're just going up, and you're really digging in. And you're throwing that through. Right? And then you get this piece that you look at and you're going, no. I don't even know how this looks. I'll be very honest with all of you. I have no clue. It's going to be up to you all to decide. But listen, we're going to find out what's going on with this wild piece in a minute. Because we did so much wild stuff on here that who the heck knows what's on here to see. Who knows? What's on that, right? I don't even think you can hardly see through the camera. But that's wild. That is really deep, everybody. I don't even know if you can see how deep this is. It's so deep and weird. And it's euphoric. And just like I said, when you sit this thing, art is in the eye of the beholder, everyone. So, art is never, ever, right? So you just, art is incredible. I don't even know, whatever comes up in my grip is what I do. And I know a lot of people go, Tina, but your art is so scary. And I honestly don't know why, everyone. I really honestly don't know why, because I am never riding on the scary factor. I'm always riding on with my intuition is pulling out and putting it onto the art. And sometimes it does look like it's scary, but I don't see art like that. I see art like whatever hits my grip and puts it down is what happens, right? And so you never look at art like, oh my gosh, that's so scary, because then you'll always be afraid of art. You'll always be afraid to look at it. But art is never to be feared. Art is always to go, wow, that's absolutely incredible. Let me take you through the rundown of what we already did today. It was awesome. Thank you for hanging on with me. This was a cool day, right? So we first went over this and we reworked this album up, and we really, really, really funked it up. Look at that. We really funked that album up, didn't we? We put just so much different avenues and aspects to that art. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. We did all kind of wild stuff on there. And then we took it and we really, really, really took this. Now keep in mind, this is drying. So we really took it to the next level of this. It absolutely became amazing. Now once this dries, it's in the middle of drying, so everything looks oaky when it's drying. And then we took this and we whited it out, and then we made this beautiful abstract art where if you're not an artist, that you can just do all kind of lines, right? And then we actually saw a face in this, everyone. We actually saw a face right here. So you can make art with just lines, right? So always just practice with lines, squiggle them, go up and down, go around, and you will be surprised and amazed at what you come up with, because we see a face here. And so, you know, everyone is an artist. You know, everyone. We all got this incredible talent in our bodies to do something, right? We're always our own master musicians, right? Of whatever we do. So remember that, everyone. Um, Art's never, ever, ever to be feared, no matter how scary it looks. It's not scary. Do you realize that in the Bible it says that the angels are very scary looking. So they're not these beautiful angels with wings and the floaty stuff. So when you're looking at art, you may be just looking at an angel, right, in the art. So have a blessed day, and I'll see you tonight. We are gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you in mystery, let you in wonder, let you wanting to come back, because we're gonna do some different stuff. And tonight we're going to be doing like a set of art. Well, you know what? I don't like to do the sets because I like each piece to look different. You know, each piece to have every little stank up in it, right? So tonight it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be good. We're going to be using all kind of stuff. Whatever I got, we're going to be using it to make art, okay? So see you then. Thank you. Instagram, thank you. Viola, thank you. And let's see, bend it down. Ooh, okay, everyone, we're trying to share this. Okay, and then we got poor YouTube. It's already in the tank. YouTube stopped a long time ago. I have no idea. And then I got, guess what? Sano, yes, right? Doesn't that look like that, right? That is weird. You're right. Thank you. And see, I don't know what I'm looking at. So who knows, everyone? Don't take this as scary. Yeah, you're right. I think it looks like that. But when you sit art on any easel, it becomes, I mean, something of its own, everyone. Look at that. It's just, you can turn it around, you can twirl it, you can do whatever you want to it. You can leave it, go different things, right? Hi, Aslam. Oh, good night. I'm sure it's nighttime in your country. Oh, have a blessed night. Have a blessed night, everybody. And I'll see you then. Thank you, YouTube. I love you. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Thank you for your subscribes, your likes, and I'll see you.